Amen. Praise the Lord.
We was hanging in the field, we had Glocks with his thing. It was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was singing, we was hanging in the field, we had Glocks with extensions, man, this chicken got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. What you know about losing your best friend, or losing your best man, losing your blood brother from a sister, wishing you can free him again. All the real niggas put y'all hands in the air for the real niggas y'all can lost. All the real niggas chunk y'all gain the air for all the bitch niggas y'all been caught. Man, this shit got real crazy, feel like we losing niggas on the daily. All I had tears in my eyes, anger said somebody need to die. I was trying to get some get back, they killed my homie of a bitch, nigga. I be down, won't get my get back. Let's crack a look at me wrong, that boy about to get his shit pushed back. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was singing, we was hanging in the field, we had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was singing, we was hanging in the field, we had Glocks with extensions, man, this chicken got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Let me see my homie while he was dying, still breathe tears in my eyes. Lately ain't been in sleep, ain't been number suicide on my mind. Yeah, the first thing to play
check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2.
I've been dissing now. It's been a lot of shit on my mind. Yeah, a lot of shit on my heart. Ain't no bitch that let me scar, but my nigga let me scar. What you know back they feel like a failure. Asking God why he put you on the earth to suffer. Feeling like it was a waste of life, like God just take me through the night. I feel like I should go to church. I feel like I should join the choir. But even God can't save me from my sins I put on myself. Even God can't save me from the way that I'm living. I'm in it too deep. Yeah, I feel like I join the choir. Shit, I should go to church. Amen. Praise the Lord. Amen. Amen. Praise the Lord. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was singing, we was hanging in the field, we had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was singing, we was hanging in the field, we had Glocks with extensions, man, this chicken got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. What you know about losing your best friend, or losing your best man, losing your blood brother from a sister, wishing you can free him again. All the real niggas put y'all hands in the air for the real niggas y'all can lost. All the real niggas chunk y'all gain the air for all the bitch niggas y'all been taught. Man, this shit got real crazy, feel like we losing niggas on the daily. All I had tears in my eyes, anger said somebody need to die. I was trying to get some get back, they killed my homie of a bitch, nigga. I be down, won't get my get back. Let's crack a look at me wrong, that boy about to get his shit pushed back. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was singing, we was hanging in the field, we had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was singing, we was hanging in the field, we had Glocks with extensions, man, this chicken got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. Oh, we was singing, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Let me see my homie while he was dying, still breathe tears in my eyes. Lately ain't been in sleep, ain't been number suicide on my mind. Yeah, the first nigga play get fried. Yeah, the first nigga play gon' die. Yeah, they say I been acting different, I been dissing now. It's been a lot of shit on my mind. Yeah, a lot of shit on my heart. Ain't no bitch that let me scar, but my nigga let me scar. What you know back they feel like a failure. Asking God why he put you on the earth to suffer. Feeling like it was a waste of life, like God just take me through the night. I feel like I should go to church. I feel like I should join the choir. But even God can't save me from my sins I put on myself. Even God can't save me from the way that I'm living. I'm in it too deep. Yeah, I feel like I join the choir. Shit, I should go to church. Amen. Praise the Lord. Amen. Amen. Praise the Lord. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, man, that shit done got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. What you know about losing your best friend, or losing your best man, losing your blood brother from a sister, wishing you can free him again. All the real niggas put y'all hands in the air for the real niggas y'all done lost. All the real niggas chunk y'all gang in the air for all the bitch niggas y'all done tossed. Man, this shit got real crazy, feel like we losing niggas on the daily. All I had tears in my eyes, anger said somebody need to die. I was trying to get some get back, they killed my homie of a bitch, nigga. I be down, won't get my get back. Let's crack and look at me wrong, that boy about to get his shit pushed back. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, man, that shit done got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Let me see my homie while he was dying, still breathe tears in my eyes. Lady ain't been in sleep, ain't been number suicide on my mind. Yeah, the first nigga play get fried. Yeah, the first nigga play gon' die. Yeah, they say I been acting different, I been dissing now. It's been a lot of shit on my mind. Yeah, a lot of shit on my heart. Ain't no bitch that let me scar, but my nigga let me scar. What you know back they feeling like a failure. Asking God why he put you on the earth just to suffer. Feeling like it was a waste of life, like God just take me through the night. I feel like I should go to church. I feel like I should join the choir. But even God can't save me from my sins I put on myself. Even God can't save me from the way that I'm living, I'm in it too deep. Yeah, I feel like I join the choir. Shit, I should go to church. Amen. Praise the Lord. Amen. Amen. Praise the Lord. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, man, that shit done got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. What you know about losing your best friend, or losing your best man, losing your blood brother from a sister, wishing you can free him again. All the real niggas put y'all hands in the air for the real niggas y'all done lost. All the real niggas chunk y'all gang in the air for all the bitch niggas y'all done tossed. Man, this shit got real crazy, feel like we losing niggas on the daily. All I had tears in my eyes, anger said somebody need to die. I was trying to get some get back, they killed my homie of a bitch, nigga. I be down, won't get my get back. Let's crack and look at me wrong, that boy about to get his shit pushed back. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, man, that shit done got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Let me see my homie while he was dying, still breathe tears in my eyes. Lady ain't been in sleep, ain't been number suicide on my mind. Yeah, the first nigga play get fried. Yeah, the first nigga play gon' die. Yeah, they say I been acting different, I been dissing now. It's been a lot of shit on my mind. Yeah, a lot of shit on my heart. Ain't no bitch that let me scar, but my nigga let me scar.
Check it out. We ain't playing no games right now. 2017, baby. Niggas always hated on me. Haters. Since day one. They don't really love the max. That's why I got a gun. Niggas trying to test me, thinking he can press me. What? I'm 9'8" with the coke, but my niggas 2,000 with the Pepsi. Yeah. No more passes, 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 no more passes. Pull up, we gon' pack you out. These niggas always want shit. Watch 'em. These niggas really envious. Watch 'em. These niggas really cowards. Watch 'em. These niggas is delirious. Watch 'em. No more passes, no more. No more passes, no more. The same niggas always broke. Be the same niggas asking. Got me riding with the 7. YG, I'm a legend. If he move too fast, I'ma shoot too fast, and my 7 gon' dead him. Nigga fuck with me, I will touch him. Press him so hard till I crush him. Press him like a prune or a raisin. Raise through the fear, get right to desperation. I can smell it, I can smell it. Nigga about to start telling. We ain't even touched dude yet, huh? And he already snitched. No more passes. No more passes. Nigga fuck with me, I'm sending goons and assassins. No more passes. No more passes. No more passes. Pull up, we gon' pack you out. No more passes. No more passes. No more passes. Pull up, we gon' pack you out. Watching all these niggas cause they all snakes. No such thing as easy, just the hard way. Give a nigga room and take the hallway. Waiting on the nigga, you be waiting there all day. Fuck y'all niggas. A lot of you niggas ain't shit. The nigga that you riding with a bitch. Y'all know it. Skinny jean nigga with a switch. I called you out, nigga, now you pissed. All you Twitter gangsters, quit. Stop. All your beats is petty, quit. Stop. Since I got a gun, I'ma use it. What? Keep it real for my fans and the music. Jumping all routes, no pass. No pass. Dropping to the lane, no pass. No pass. Niggas playing games, no pass. No pass. I'ma give them what they want, a reaction. No more passes. No more passes. No more passes. Pull up, we gon' pack you out. No more passes. No more passes. No more passes. Pull up, we gon' pack you out. A lot of you niggas.
In a world where men are increasingly becoming the minority, the Too Much Moxie podcast is the show where men can come and talk and address some issues that affect them. For example, provider stress syndrome, PSS, is an epidemic affecting today's generation of males. The modern women are more independent and look down on their men, and when you are not being appreciated or celebrated enough as a man, it can lead into serious symptoms such as suicidal, depression, substance abuse, etc., which in fact may be at its root what PSS/provider stress syndrome really means. The goal of the Too Much Moxie podcast is to help men to better understand themselves, their relationships, and what it means to be a man. In today's society, it seems like the only thing that matters is being rich, successful and powerful. But what about those of us who are not? What about those of us who are not rich or successful and feel like we don't fit in? What about those of us who don't have a lot of friends or family members that care about us? What do we do when no one else is there to help us through the hard times, and how can we help ourselves? I personally believe that men need other men around them at all times. But what happens when we lose our sense of masculinity and become more feminine as well? How do we get back on track and reclaim what it means to be a man? The Too Much Moxie podcast will cover many topics related to this topic, including relationships, sex and dating.
Dear Passport Boys, dear Passport Bros, stop calling yourself Passport Boys and Passport Bros. Are you going to the Philippines to look for a Filipina queen or what? So stop calling yourself Passport Boys and Passport Bros. Start calling yourself Passport Kings. That's right, you are a Passport Kings. Now, if you're going to the Philippines to just pack around, pull around, screw around as many women as you want, then call yourself Passport Bros and Passport Boys. Otherwise, if you want to go to the Philippines to look for a Filipina queen and she will treat you like a king, then you better start calling yourself Passport King. Understood? Good.
Go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or wherever these places are that are...
Uh-oh. It looks like It's white women, black women, Western women who are hating on women in the Philippines and Thailand and Colombia, Brazil, because men are choosing to go overseas and get a more suitable wife. See, women in the States, women in the Western world want these passport bros to take the bad deal. They're a bad deal. The bonnet deal, the disrespect deal, the I don't want to clean, I don't want to cook, I don't want to be inspirational or give you peace deal, the FUPA deal. These men don't want to take that deal. They made a decision to fix it, and now Western women are hating.
Yeah, I feel like I join the choir. Shit, I should go to church. Amen. Praise the Lord. Amen. Amen. Praise the Lord. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, man, this chicken got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. What you know about losing your best friend, or losing your best man, losing your blood brother from a senses, wishing you can free him again. All the real niggas put y'all hands in the air for the real niggas y'all can lost. All the real niggas chuck y'all gang in the air for all the bitch niggas y'all done taught. Man, this shit got real crazy, feel like we losing niggas on the daily. All I had tears in my eyes, anger said somebody need to die. I was trying to get some get back, they killed my homie of a bitch, nigga. I be down, won't get my get back. Let's crack a look at me wrong, that boy about to get his shit pushed back. I think I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, it was wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir. Cause we was sinning, we was hanging in the field. We had Glocks with extensions, man, this chicken got real wicked and tricky, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. Oh, we was sinning, yeah. I think that I'ma join the choir.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Too Much Moxie podcast. I am your humble host, Too Much, and with me today is my co-host, the big Walter Downing. Walter. I
Yes,
don't know if they
sir.
want the smoke. I don't know if they want the smoke. I don't know if they want to do it on a public platform sometime, man. I think people call me out and they tell me things that they want to talk to me about. They got some, they got aught against what I'm saying. But when it comes time to air your grievances, it's nowhere to be found. Now, I'm gonna give them a chance. Give them a chance to come in the room. Give them a chance. I sent out the link. We got Mama Sarah in the back. She ain't scared. She ain't.
Oh yeah, Mama Sarah's
We got Mama
awesome.
Sarah. She's on point. And we done had our disagreements, but I love what I love is she stand her ground.
Yeah.
And you're able to persuade her with logic. I like women who like logic. I like women who like reason, right? If I got a problem with you, we don't gotta be disrespectful. But let's reason with one another and let's get to the bottom of it. This is the first smoke show. I ain't had a smoke show. This is my very first smoke show on the channel. I got the name from, of course, y'all know Kevin Samuels. He used to run these smoke shows, man, for all the detractors out there. Everybody who was against this message. And you saw how he masterfully just shut him down. Just shut him down. Now I'm not as poised, I'm not as I'm not eloquent, articulate, regal as a Kevin Samuels, right? I may be a little rough around the edge of the time, but that's why I got my boy Big Walter, man. Because when I want to hit y'all with some articulate words, when I want to hit y'all with some real ism, I just say, Walter, go ahead, man. Let them know. Let them know. So I got my backup here. I got my backup. The big Walter Downer. But we're gonna bring some people up. We're gonna bring some people up, man. We're gonna see who's in the room. Morning, Mama Sarah. We got Big Terrell in the building. Terrell in the building. What's up, man?
What
This is the
up,
smoke show,
Terrell?
man. What y'all got? What y'all got against me? What y'all got against the platform? What y'all got against the podcast? What y'all got against the message? Because I'm only giving y'all that real ism. I'm only giving y'all that real ism. This ain't for the faint at heart. The truth hurts, man. The truth is like a double-edged sword at times, man. It can cut deep. It can split the bone marrow and go all the way to your spirit and to your soul. When the truth speaks, it comes with volumes. So my thing is, why you want to argue against the truth? Why you want to go against the laws of nature? Why you want to go against right and wrong? Why you want to go against righteousness? Y'all had y'all turn. We heard for years. 50. I'm 43, man, but for 43 years. I'm about to be 43. I'm still. Let me not give myself too old. I'm 42, about to be 43. But for all my years, I've heard we don't want no scrub. I done heard black men ain't, we ain't shit. I done heard that black men don't raise their children. We don't take care of our kids. Shoot, I done heard that men, we just terrible altogether. We're the reason the world is the way it is. We jack the world up, right? All our wars and all our fighting, right? But forget that, yeah, with all those wars, with all these fighting, because we have to fight for our ideologies, right? Men have to be able to back up what they say with some action. So if I say, hey, this is my land, and you say this is your land, then we gotta fight. We gotta duel it out. We gotta fight for it, right? We gotta go to war. But we built this world that our modern women love so much. We built this world. Men have built this world so good that now modern women believe they don't need men. That's where we're at. So what's the solution? What do? Do we continue to tell y'all we don't want the fake lashes? Do we continue to tell y'all we don't want the Muppet eyelashes? We don't want the fake hair. We don't want these transformations where you make your nose look smaller than what it is. We want the real you. We want to wake up in the morning and look at the real you. That's who we fell in love with. We're not following love with this mask that you put on every day. When we get on y'all about the way you dress in public spaces, y'all got a problem. My body, my choice. Body positivity. Don't shame me. We tell you, hey man, we listen, we're visual beings. We like sexy things. We like IG models, right? We like strippers, right? But we don't want to go to bed with them. We don't want to make a housewife out of them. They're just eye candy. So yeah, we may want you to look like some eye candy, right? But we don't want you to be eye candy for someone else. See, we're running into a problem where modern women want attention from everybody. Y'all want attention. Y'all want validation. Y'all want this. Y'all want that from every single man on the planet. And we just want you to focus on one. Can you just focus on one man? One? How about focus on me? Can you just focus on me? Can you do that? We want a helpmate. We want a traditional woman. We want a woman that cares more about the family than she does about her career. I was talking to my boy Walter. I hope I hope you don't mind me sharing this. I'm not gonna say no names, but you know, my boy Walter was like, "Hey, man, you know, it's okay that you work in the beginning and you help me, but I got this." That's what he told his woman. I got this. I don't want you stressing yourself out for years on years on years, thinking you got to work for the rest of your life when I'm right here. I'm your man. You may help me jumpstart. You can jumpstart us, right? But once the car gets going, let me drive it. Let me drive it. You may need to help sometime, right? Get us going. You might have to go to work for a little while just to get us to where we need to be. But after we get to where we need, after we get going, I want you to taper it down and focus more on the home and the kids. The rearing of the children are important. See, when you have a family, you have a business, you have a legacy that you're running here. So I just want to know what did my detractors got against my message? I know I'm hard on single mothers, but I give you an out. I say be an exceptional woman. If you're gonna come with baggage, man, if you're gonna come with some baggage, do something. Bring something to the table that a man can overlook the baggage that you're bringing to the table. Be an exceptional woman. Be the woman that man wants. Okay, you're not man's first choice, but guess what? We weren't your first choice. Obviously, you had other partners before us. We don't like the fact that you got a high body count. But guess what? In America, that's what we got to get. We got to accept women with high body counts. And we got our solutions. We go overseas. Y'all tell us y'all don't want us, so then we say, okay, we're going overseas. Then we go overseas, and y'all like, now y'all want to talk bad about us. Now you want to call us names. Now y'all want to say we doing all crazy stuff over there when we're not. Nobody, but when we call you out on your BS, your porta potty Dubai business, we know y'all be getting flown out to Dubai, eating poop for breakfast. We know about y'all Jamaican trips, right? Where you get that poom poom rubbed on, and your big fat bum get rubbed on. We know about that. We know about you going over to Gambia sleeping with little boys, going to Jamaica sleeping with little boys. We know how Stella got her groove back really mean. We know all about how Stella got her groove back with that 17, 18-year-old boy that she tried to bring back to the state. Come on, man. Y'all want to get on the passport, bros? What's wrong with what I'm saying? I'm black and I'm proud. What's wrong with what I'm saying?
Obviously, there isn't anything
What's wrong with what I'm
wrong.
saying?
We should bring on Mama Sarah too, because at least she
Yeah, we
has
gonna bring
the
her up.
integrity. At least Mama Sarah has the integrity to say, "Hey, I'm gonna be here at this time," and she's here. You know, we're trying to proactively find out things and work out things to where we could fix things or adjust things or see where people's coming from. But yet it's a lack of integrity from the beginning. We had people, we invited people, and I can say names because this is what's supposed to be our guests. We invited Anaya. We wanted to know what was going on. We wanted to know what was the gripe. You had me, Walt D, get up out of my bed after working a late night shift just to know and understand what she has to say.
and she didn't even have the integrity to show up. That's the problem with the modern women right now. It's lack of integrity, and then they just want men to figure it out. Then they want men to just deal with it. And I think it's that lack of integrity that's the real divide. You don't want to accept accountability, and so you just want to run your mouth and call out names and say all these names, derogatory names, misogynist and whatnot, and then we say, "Hey, come on, we want to know why," and you don't show. So I think it's better to be the way we are than to lack the integrity.
Man, my face is on camera. Walt's face is on camera, right? We on YouTube, right? We on the internet. So everything we say here, it's gonna be used against us in the court of law. Okay, it's gonna be used. We standing on what we're saying. We're not afraid to show our face. We're not afraid to, to stand on our square. I'm just like, if there's an issue with what I'm saying, let's be men and women about it. Let's discuss it. Let's reason. Let's be respectful. Let's come to the truth of the matter, right? Let's become critical thinkers and let's criticize the message, not the person. Let's criticize the message, dissect it, right? And figure out where is the truth, who's lying and who's telling the truth, and what we can change, what we can upgrade. Because I'm an accountable dude. I want to grow. I don't want to be the same. I want to grow. So if you see a chip in my armor, if you see a place where I'm lacking, where I can sew it up and get better, help me out. I'm open for that. But don't get mad because I'm trying to tell brothers, hey man, brother, you got other options besides black women. You got other options besides American women. You got other options. If they not celebrating you at home, you know that saying, a prophet is not a prophet in his own land. See, our women, they take us for granted because we're here. But guess what? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So when we leave and go overseas, instead of y'all hating, following behind us, trying to cock block, why don't you stay your ass here and work on yourself and become better women? Let us, as men, do what we want to do. Because you can't stop a man from doing what he wants to do. You can't stop us. We're going to do what we want to do. We're not trying to stop you. Let me tell you what's going on. The bar scene is dead right now. Do you know the bar scene is dead? Y'all killed it. Men don't even want up at the bar. Men don't even want to show up at the club. Y'all killed it. We rather save our money, invest our money, get remote jobs, and go get the heck up out of here. The culture is tarnished. It's terrible. It's unbearable even. Men are sick and tired of women talking shit. We're sick and tired of y'all running your mouth. We're sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of y'all imposing your beliefs on us like we supposed to think like women when we don't think like you. We're sick and tired of that. We're sick and tired of you telling us that we're not good leaders, but yet you haven't produced anything to show us that you can lead. We're tired of you telling us that. How about you just follow? How about you just pick a man who is a leader and follow? If you can get that man. Because chances are the man you want, you can't get. So I'm just like, what issue? This is the smoke show. I guess I'm just speaking to the ether right now, because the person that wants to smoke is not. I sent her the message. She hasn't. As a matter of fact, she hasn't responded back to my text since December 22nd. But we had a little Facebook thing, and this is my friend, y'all. I got no odd against this woman. I got no odd against her. I don't. If she, maybe something came up. Maybe something came up and she couldn't show. But you can always text and tell people what's going on. Let us know. But it's all good. I got no odd against her. She can have her own opinion. She could tell me, so promote more black love. Let me tell you what I'm promoting. I'm promoting black love. I am promoting black love. I'm promoting black love. I'm promoting men who love traditional women to go take their butt overseas. Because it's going to be hard to find a traditional woman in the United States. Not that there aren't any, but they're more of a hybrid traditional woman, if you ask me. We got these women. They be going back and forth. One day they traditional, one day they modern. They don't they don't know which one they want to be. And it's kind of difficult to be that in America, is because America is a machine. It's more of a machine than it is a culture, right? So it's kind of hard to have culture when you're dealing with the machine, the matrix. This is the matrix. You come here to get programmed. You immigrants who put your kids in American schools, you're putting them in American schools so they can become programmed, so they can run the matrix. They need more bodies to run the matrix. They need more propaganda to promote. Why do you think they call television programs? Because there's programming going on. Why do you think they say television? Because it's television. Oh, I'm getting a call here. Let me see what this is. I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, let's bring Mama Sarah on though.
Bring her on up, man. Bring Mama Sarah on up in here, man. Bring Mama Sarah on up. Come on up to the front, Mama Sarah. You got this, Walt?
I don't know how to do it.
Just click on it. Just click on the picture and add to the stream. We're gonna bring up Mama Sarah, man, because she's a real one. She's a real one. We respect real ones up in this month. What's up, Mama Rex? Mama Sarah, how you doing?
Mama Sarah.
It's been a morning, but it's getting better. So we'll take it at that.
They coming for your boy, man. I got some things I need to read off, man. They coming for me. Well, they're not coming for me, but they're trying to. They're trying to.
And that's where they're wrong. That's where they're wrong, because you are saying things that they don't want to hear. You are saying things that hurt their feelings because, well, truth hurts. Okay? Perfect example. Like you said, I have makeup on this morning. The only reason you both know me, I don't put makeup on very often. I put makeup on because I got bags under my eyes from lack of sleep. Why? Why? Because I have a child who needs my undivided attention, and there is times I don't get sleep. I ain't coming on the internet looking like with bags under my eyes.
That's right.
But I don't have it caked on my face. I hid the circles. Voila, done. You see what I'm saying? Good point. You don't need to cake on makeup. I'm in t-shirts and sweatpants. Because why? It's comfortable. You are correct. There is so many things. You when you go out that door, you don't need to be looking like you're some Instagram model or some fucking Victoria's Secret model walking out the house to go to the damn grocery store.
Right.
To go to the damn grocery store.
And you don't gotta look like the bonnet girl to go to the grocery store either. You don't gotta walk in the grocery store with some damn PJs on.
Exactly.
And some Ugg boots
with
a scarf on your head either. You can still be presentable, but you don't gotta be. You don't gotta be doing no runway modeling down the aisle.
No.
Why don't y'all take it a step further? You ain't gotta be wearing lingerie like you about to do some soft corn up in the store.
Exactly.
And let me tell you what you don't need to be doing. You definitely don't need to be recording a TikTok video of you twerking in Walmart.
Righteous.
Let's
Yeah.
deal with that. So here's
So
anytime a
on point.
man,
So
anytime
on point.
anytime a man tries to have standards, anytime a man tries to say this is what we are willing to accept, and this is what we're not willing to accept, we get pushback. We get pushback.
Exactly. But like I was telling one of the younger kids the other day that, you know, comes to me for advice and stuff, I asked him, I said, if you ask a girl out on a date, and you don't know her and you're getting to know her, what kind of date are you going to take her on? And he kind of looked at me. And I said, no, I'm being serious. You want to get to know her, what kind of date are you going to take her on? And he goes, I don't know. I said, you take her out for coffee. You take her somewhere where you can get to know her. You don't need to go to some fancy freaking restaurant, order this big ass meal that you're gonna pay for.
You mean he don't have to order the cent meal? He don't need to order the cent meal?
No. You want to
He don't got to put his cape on and buy her steak 48 and buy. He don't got to do it. He don't need to give her a bottle of wine and some rosemary.
No, that's like 3 weeks down the line when y'all got to know each other. When you discover, oh, we have a lot in common and I really like her, let's take it to the next level. That's when you take her to the romantic dinner. Not the first date.
That's called courting a little bit. That's a little bit called courting.
But still, whether it's courting or dating, you still need to get to know somebody before you go anywhere. If you don't have anything in common with somebody and you know you're just going to hit it and quit it, then make sure both parties know that's what's in store. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all know she been red pilled. Y'all know this she got that red pill game. Look at her. Look at her spitting that red pill game. Go ahead.
No, I have learned a lot. You got to remember, I do have a few years on both of you. Just a few.
Okay.
A few.
Okay.
Not much older.
She said take her for a coffee date. What's wrong with it? You know, what is wrong with a coffee date, Walter? What's wrong with saying, hey, let's go out for a cup of coffee. Let's get to know each other before we jump in the bedroom. Because that's what dating is, man. I shouldn't have to take you out for I shouldn't have to fly you to Miami or fly you to the Bahamas just so I can get some poom poom.
Right.
I shouldn't have to do all that. I shouldn't have to cash app you just so I can get your phone number.
Right.
But you gotta remember.
You know, I was watching this thing on YouTube where this girl was like, dude was like, can I get your number? She said, I don't really give out my number to strangers. He said, well, my name's Tom. I'm not a stranger now, am I? My name's Tom. And she was like, well, still, I don't know you, so you got some money? Some money? He said, I gotta pay you to get your number? Yeah, my time is valuable. You wasting it right now. He said, well, how much? He said, well, how much? She said, 500. He said, no, I don't think I can do that. I said, we ain't doing that. She said, well, you can't get my number. He said, well, okay, that's cool. All right, nice talking to you, man.
That's called prostitution. Prostitution.
Oh yeah.
I don't care how you put it. That's called prostitution.
But then the gotcha bitch came out. He walked over to his car and she seen what car he was driving in, and now all of a sudden he can get that number for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Now all of a sudden her box is wet, and she ready to ride. She ready to drive out. Now all of a sudden she's hungry. She want to go to an expensive restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden the dude that she was with, she don't even want to be with that dude. She's already looking at this dude like, man, hey, we about to be together. We about to do. I mean, she's planning her life. But she was just trying to ask this brother. This brother was just trying to approach her in a respectful way, ask for her phone number, and she said $500. See, that's the stuff we have to deal with in the States. See, modern women, your ego has destroyed it for you. Your ego is the reason why black men, all men are fed up and are deciding to go overseas. to find them a more traditional woman. A
But
woman that
there's
will
all
listen, a woman that will be agreeable, a woman that will cook, a woman that will clean, a woman that will care about the man.
but there's also women doing it too. I told you that.
Yeah,
I have a family member that did the exact same thing.
yeah.
She went and found her a suitable man overseas.
Props to that woman. I don't have no issue with that. I don't have nothing bad to say about that. If a woman wants to do it and she can do it, do
Hmm.
it.
You know, and it's
Do it.
like I said, there's
You want a
also
more traditional man? Now my thing is this: is that man taking care of her, or is
mhm,
she taking care of that man?
no, no. In all honesty, they take care of each other.
Okay,
She does her she does her share and he does his. It
okay.
is not it is a
My thing is this: as long as they happy,
mm-hmm,
as long as they love it, I love it.
Walt D has something to say about the simps, though.
Go ahead, Walt D.
The modern woman's ego is boosted by simping.
Mm.
Simps be all up in the DMs talking about, hey, beautiful queen, hey this, hey that. But I have a question for the simp that's doing all that. Why wasn't you chosen first?
Oh,
Why is the
ooh,
modern women picking you decades later? After you spent decades in their DMs and decades in their inbox talking about, hey, beautiful queens and this and that. Why? Just because you got a little bit of money now
mm-hmm,
that
mm-hmm.
you think you're more appealing. Now you got a little bit of money. Now you can turn your simping up to level 9,000. But ask yourself this: why do you not have kids right
mm.
now? Why are you childless, simp? Why are you just being picked right now by the modern woman, simp? Hey, that just shows you your value and why you need to stop simping. So that's just what Walt D has to say about that, and
Big
that's
Walt D. That's what Walt D had to say about that. Well, god damn. Well, god damn. That's what Walt D has to say about that. Simping. Why ain't you got no child? Man, hey, I don't got no kids yet, but I'm married. Twice. 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 Twice.
but guess who's not married? The simps aren't married,
Simps.
right? The
Let me
simps
tell
don't
you
have
what you
any
need to do,
family.
Simp. Let me tell you what you need to do, Simp. Let me tell you how to make your life easier. First of all, stop simping. Stop simping, Simp. Simp, can you stop simping, please? Stop simping. That's what you need to do. Stop simping, right? So the simp needs to stop simping, and then you need to do this: get you some game, get you a little bit of game, get you some of this red pill. Come on over to this manosphere, get you some of this red pill because you're gonna need it. I don't care where. I don't care if you're in the U.S. I don't care if you're overseas. You're gonna need a little bit of this red pill. You can't function without it. Then you get your passport, simp. Now that you got some money, right? So I want to help you stop tricking. And then you go overseas and you find you a beautiful woman, a woman that loves you for you, that cares for you, that wants to cook, clean, make your life simpler, easier, give you peace, give you inspiration. That's what you do. And you leave these modern women alone who are trying to use you, who are trying to put their 4 kids on you and make you become stepdaddy. You don't do that. You don't do that. Because that's what she's waiting on. She's waiting. She dissed you so she can go have some fun, and she knew you was gonna be there when she needed you. She said, "You know what? I can go out here and sleep with run up my body count, sleep with all these dudes, have babies by dudes that I think is cute but are not good fathers. And then I remember this one dude who was in my inbox all the time who loved me so much but never knew me, but I could tell he loved me. I'll go find that brother. Tell him, hey, I'm ready to settle down. Give him my attention, and he gonna take care of me and my kids moving forward. That's what you are. You're a resource. You're a tool. You're not a human. You're a machine. You're a robot. Sam, you're a bot. You've been programmed to Captain Save-A-Ho. You've been programmed to save them from their bad decisions. And that's what they're expecting. That's what they're expecting. They're expecting you to come in and save them. But my issue is still this, man. You know, this is a smoke show without the smoke. But I'm gonna give it to the internet. What is your odd against my message? What is your odd against any message, any passport bro message, any red pill message, any man dealing with women message? Let me read something to you. Let me find it. Because I get these messages. Let me read this. I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm gonna read it. Black men have a problem dating single mothers, right? I put out a video. I said black men have a problem dating single. Now I put black men in there, but it's really all men, right? All men have a problem dating single mothers, right? This is the message I wake up to. Black men made them single mothers. So now we are the makers of single mothers, right? Bro, you got to stop bashing our women. Some of your stuff, I agree, but hold these men accountable. It's a huge gender war going on in our community, and it's sad as fuck that there is no way she became a single mother without the help of a dysfunctional ass black man who refuses to go to therapy and isn't healed. Now, isn't that something?
Wow, that's just wow. That blows my freaking mind. Why is it always got to be the man's fault or the woman's fault? It's an equal blame in a relationship. If a relationship doesn't work, there's two people in it. It takes two people to be in a relationship.
She said, I'm going to come for you. When you off that square, change that narrative and start promoting black love and how we can build together. That other shit is old and isn't moving for our diaspora forward. Same old Kevin Samuels, just another day. Come on, we got to do better than always saying what the black man is and the black woman, that nobody is on the front lines for black families, period. Our community needs healing so bad.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, y'all hear that sound? Y'all hear that emptiness? That's the sound of the emptiness in the brain of a modern woman because her IQ is low. Her IQ is low because here's the thing.
Oh my God.
They want to listen to Beyonce. They want to listen to Tyler Perry. They want to listen to all these people that want to disrespect men, and they want to follow that. They're living their lives and their lifestyles by that, right? But if you look at the life and the lifestyle of the people producing that stuff, they're married, they're happy,
and they got money.
And they got money.
They got money. They got their own money.
Yeah, you have to be a low IQ person, low IQ, to follow teachings that people themselves don't even practice. And
feminism was a scam, y'all. Y'all know a lot of those women that convinced you women to join the feminist movement are married.
Yes.
Right.
They're married. And they got, and like she said, and they got money.
They got money. They're married.
So
they got money
you to become a feminist.
And more than likely, it's that man that stands behind them, help pushing them, is what's putting those words in their freaking ear. Most of those women don't come up with that shit on their own.
Say that. It's called entities. It's called corporations. It's called an agenda. Who makes who makes the best? So who are the best employees? The best employees. Did you know the best employees are women? Why do you think there's more? Why do you think there's such a big push to push more women into careers and into jobs, into positions? Right? Why? Because women make the best employees. Men are not agreeable. Women are more agreeable, right? A woman will show up and keep making that paycheck, and she might not question so much. A man's gonna question like, "Hey, man, I need to do more. I need a raise. I need this. I need that." We're gonna have demands, but a woman's just gonna keep working because she's making that little bit of money. Women are the best employees. You know, let me tell you something. There's an agenda to get our women out of the home, and into the workforce. There's an agenda for that. They want these modern women to become spinsters and start spinsters communities because it's a money grab. And you wonder why men are leaving. You wonder why passport bros are leaving.
Well, it
You
goes
wonder why
back
we're
to our
going over
government.
to greener pastures.
Does anybody know about World War One? What happened in World War One? They sent a large population of American men to go fight in World War One. And what happened? That's how you have the picture of the women going like this, where they had women start working industrial jobs because there was no one left to work industrial jobs in America during World War One except for women. But they wanted to pass it off as being patriotic. No, our government needed to delete some men so that they could change the economy and get more women in the economy so they can have more control over the women because you cannot have more control over women or have more influence over the women with a strong man in the way. And
That's
so
fact.
this has been happening after World War One and before World War One. What have I said many shows before? Even in ancient times, before World War One, they used to go send men off to war so that they can get deleted, so that the rich people could have more concubines, so the rich people can have more lineage. Of their lineage because they deleted men. So now, in present time, the same thing is still going on. Now they just need to socially delete men so that they can have their way. And that's what's happening.
All right, man, I'm gonna bring up this video, man. This is perfect video to share right here. Perfect video to share right here because you sent this to me, and I wanted to share this anyway. Let's talk about it because this is what you talked about right here. Make sure this is turned on here.
In 18 months. They see, it used to be if you got divorced, something was wrong with you. But when you have a status income, something must be going on at the time. I now want to explain what that is. When America believed in agriculture, America believed in extended family. When America believed in the factory industrialism, America believed in the nuclear family. But now that America believes in the computer, now America believes in a single parent family. Make sure you see my analysis. When the economy changed, the family structure changed. There was more than love in these relationships. There was some money involved here. Our grandparents worked the fields together, had economic reason to stay together, and so they did. In a factory, man works in a factory, woman takes care of children. Economic reason again to stay together.
All right.
But this new economy, where you now have women working just as much, if not more, than men, you now hear women telling men, I don't need you. Got my own job. Do what I want to do when I want to do it. And we're now doing it very well and by ourselves. You know the #1 song in America a couple years ago, ain't nothing going on but the rent. If you want to be with me, you got to have a job. It's all about money. All about money. When the economy changed, the family structure changed. And so now we have a lot of people making plenty of money and lonely. Documentary, 1 of every 3 married in this country, black or white, ends in a divorce in 18 months. Now, you see, it used to be if you got divorced, something was wrong with you.
Let me stop it there. I don't know. Do you know how old this video is? This seems like it's an old video, but it's still true. It goes into exactly what you're talking about. As the economy changed, as they needed more workers for their engine, for this machine, the agendas changed. Like you said, the women, the strong women with the scarf on her head and showing the muscles, we can do what men can do. Why was that needed? Because the factory still needed to make money. Are you talking? I can't hear you if you're talking. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's like all this stuff, all this stuff is going on. And we watch as our economy changes, it's making our women more and more and more and more and more masculine. Women were not designed to work by the sweat of their brow for the rest of their life like men. That wasn't your curse. That was the man's curse. The man was supposed to work by the sweat of his brow from sun up till sundown. That wasn't the woman's plight. Your plight was your plight was this. You're gonna have labor pains and you're gonna be bound to your man. But now you're gonna have labor pains. You want to get rid of the man so you're not bound to him, and you want to become the man so you can work by the sweat of your brow until you die. Men don't want to marry other men. Men want to marry feminine, traditional women. That's what we want. That's what we demand. That's what we're going to get. If you don't like it, if you don't like it, if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. Modern women, you're a product. And guess what men are saying? We're not buying it. 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 You're if modern women if modern women's if modern women is the finished product, if the modern woman is the woman completely evolved, we don't want that one. Give her back. If you guys have evolved to your highest level and your highest level is modern woman, you need to evolve some more. You have a long way to go because we're not accepting that.
That's not evolution, brother. That's a mutation.
Man, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. That's bracket with it. The mutation. You know what, man? Let me tell you something, man. Fantastic Four, Wolverine, mutants, all that stuff is real, man. Genetically modified, that's all that stuff is real, man. What's happening is a lot of our is the modern world is being genetically engineered right now. They're genetically engineering people. They're genetically engineering structures and buildings. Everything's being genetically engineered right now. They're putting it in our food. They're genetically engineering our food, our mind. Yeah, all that. You are you. What you don't understand is you are artificial intelligence. You're just the organic version of that. You are AI. Why? Because you can't even think for yourself. You have to regurgitate the thoughts of others. You weren't taught to be a critical thinker. You weren't taught to formulate new thoughts and ideas. You were only taught to formulate the narrative that they want. Your artificial intelligence. You know, a lot of people are complaining about these artificial intelligence, these chat GBTs, these AI that write out these things because you know what they noticed about this AI? The AI is very left. The AI is very, very left-wingish, liberalish. The AI. So you got to be careful when using AI. I use AI. I got to be careful when using because sometimes it'll spit out a narrative that I don't even want. Like, what the hell? That's not what I'm trying to say. That's not what, because it spit out this left-wing agenda narrative. That's what you are. You're a program. You're a bot. If I'm talking to somebody and they start spitting out all kinds of radical right or radical left, I already know who I'm talking. I'm talking to a bot. You've been programmed by the Matrix, my brother, my sister. That's why I'm getting these messages on my phone telling me I rock with you, but I don't rock with you. Because what I'm saying is hurting people's feelings. What I'm saying is hurting people's feelings. And I get it. Your feelings are hurt. But is the message true?
Exactly. You might be hurting people's feelings, but all these agendas are hurting people's lives.
Mm.
And that's the bad thing. I have a message to some of the modern women that want to complain about men. Who are your kids by? Are your kids by a solid brother? If your kids aren't by a solid brother, you have no complaints against us. You have no complaints against the manosphere, because the men that come on here are the majority of the men that come on here, except for the couple simp guests that be coming on trying to down talk us. But we're engaged. We're married. We're taking care of the families that we have. So a lot of the complaints that the modern women try to have against us, or at least the ones that we know, it's like your complaints don't even apply to us. We don't even associate with the men you sleep with. So why are you complaining towards us?
See, we don't even call those dudes thorough dudes. We call them what they are. We don't even hang around those. The dude that you're talking about, we don't even hang around those dudes. Those dudes can't even get in our space. Those dudes are probably broke. They don't make no money. So we're not in the same circle anyway. I gotta be broke just to hang out with these niggas.
They can't get in our space, but how are they getting in the draws? Their draws.
Man, they these women love them Pookie and Ray Rays, man. They love them. The same broken, dusty niggas you talk about, you love them. Because that's what you keep attracting. You love them. Now, I wish we had some real dialogue going on, some real smoke out there. I wish we did. But obviously, there's no real smoke. There's no real smoke because you can't refute what I'm saying. You can only get mad at what I'm saying. You can only not like what I'm saying, but you cannot refute it. You don't have any stats. You don't have any data. You don't have anything, any facts to back up what you're saying, but I got them all on my side.
Hey, regardless of facts and data, what about what about life? What about lifestyle? If we look at Moxie's life compared to some of the modern women that have complaints towards us, Moxie has a wife. The modern woman that's normally complaining about us is single, bitter, and lonely. So regardless of facts, I want to see that life application. You can't.
Let me be real, man. I don't hang around with too many single brothers. I hang around family men. He said start calling out podcasts. He said start calling out podcasters, man. Well, we know one name to call out. Derek Jackson, biggest simp on the planet.
Yeah,
I call that dude out.
He's you know what? We was just talking about that. We need to do a show on a different podcast because there's a lot of other Derek Jacksons. I could make a list. I just sent them to Moxie and everything. There's some light-skinned brother. I forgot his name. There's some dark-skinned brother with some dreads. He's simping. Even that dude that Anaya knows, he has a public page, just straight simping, putting on his cape and stuff like that. And And yeah, Walt D said it. Walt D said some names. And the reason why Walt D says some names today is because whenever you say that you're going to come on the show and address us about something, then that means that you're on the show. So we're saying names. Well, I'm saying names because you said you was going to be here on the show. You're not on the show, but since you gave your word, then hey, we're going to treat it as if you're on the show right now. And Walt D also says that you can't sue McDonald's for making you fat. You know, what do I mean by that? You can't get on All Brothers on who got you pregnant. You can't get on All Brothers because you're single, bitter, and lonely. You can't get on All Brothers because the man that you chose out of superficiality or shallowness it isn't going your way. Now it's blowing up in your face, and now you want some type of man to pay for it, and you know that brother doesn't care. So now you have to have a brother that actually cares about women to pay for it. That just shows the emptiness on the modern woman's side.
A lot of things I say is going to be triggering, man. It's this matter of fact, I'm gonna have to put on the analytics, when YouTube reviews this, that this can be triggering to some people, right? I know. Hey, let me tell you something. I have nothing. Let me tell you. Well, I ain't gonna say it like that. Let me tell you like this. The stats are out there about single mothers. You're not good parents. A lot of y'all are not even good people. There are a few good single mothers out there. I know some of them. There are a few. But the majority of single motherhood is mostly about women being selfish because they don't want to come on the leadership of the man. They steal the man's baby from him and go raise him in a way which they turn that baby against that father. That's what you modern women, you guys use your weapon. Your weapon is manipulation. Your weapon is seduction. You seduce and manipulate your men and your women children. I question relationships with mother and son. I question mother and son relationship because a lot of them look sexual to me. You're babying that boy too much. You're coddling that boy too much. You're hugging that boy too much. You're kissing that boy too much. You're still breastfeeding and he's 9 years old. I question that. I question your sanity. You're walking around your child in lingerie. That's sexual. You're rubbing your son's head like you would rub your man's head. You mothers don't know how to raise men. You're encouraging your boy child to play with dolls. You're encouraging your boy child to wear dresses. And you call yourself a mother? You're raising the very son that other women do not want or say they want. You're raising an effeminate male, a simp that protects all women, that fights for women's ideologies. That's what you're doing.
Well,
go ahead.
With that, since women control access to sex, that directly means that women control access to the absent father. What do I mean by that?
Speak on it.
You control who you're going to have kids by because it's you who controls opening your legs, especially the ones that try to say, oh, I'm blessed, but then you have all these kids and never been married. You're not blessed if you was blessed, you would follow the things that God says to get a man. But no, you want to follow the things that you say or you want to get a man. And so, oh, my boy, oh, that's the myth, the man, the legend.
Oh, that's your boy. Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah.
Just tell him to cam up a little bit so we can see him in the background, and I'll bring him to the front. I was looking at him like, who is that? Like, who is that?
There he goes.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, we can bring him on now. There we go.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce your partner, man.
All right, yeah. This is the myth man, the legend himself. This is Leon Osby. He's a community leader, man. He's been in so many positions that that's helped the community, helped kids, help the adults. I mean, if you just ask about this man, then around the town,
okay,
yeah. He's legendary. He be putting it in. He be getting that bag. He's also a family man. He's also amongst the solid brothers that's married, that has kids, that's teaching his kids to be different from everybody else out there. So, hey man, what's going on, brother?
Oh man, just doing the grown man, just you know what I'm saying, waking up, getting my health right. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying my wife real quick and my kid. A little bit of time I got, you know what I'm saying, before I go hit this road, you know what I'm saying, to go chase that bag again for him. You know what I'm saying? It's a daily routine, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So I want to hear from you, community leader, because like we try to get some of the people that had gripes against us on here, but every time we try, that most of the time they're no show. So we want to hear from the community leader, man, that what's going on with all these gripes that these modern women have against us, that the single, bitter, and lonely squad has against us? What's going on with that, brother?
Okay, first real quick, I just want to let you know, like, you know what I'm saying, just in a minute, I'll be hopping in and out of my truck, but you should still be able to hear me on the audio, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I just wanted to make sure I got that to you. But go ahead and repeat the question. What's the what?
What's going on with some of the gripes that some of these women and modern women have against us, but then they don't even want to back it up?
You gotta let me know. Get a little bit more specific about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Get a little bit more specific, like more of so I could key in on it.
Well, they try to say that we're misogynists, that we're always bashing men, or that men need to step up and things of that nature. But if you look at this whole panel right here, this whole panel is men that's married, engaged, about that's stepping up. So, I mean, what are they really griping about?
Self-reflection, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like self-reflection. I'm a firm believer in what you put out there is more or less what you're going through personally. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times it's like it's easy to talk mess about a man and what a man is doing, and so on and so forth, because in all reality, if the tables were turned and the expectations were, you know what I'm saying, the expectations were different, then they know for a fact that they wouldn't be able to spew out so much negativity about, of what's wrong and instead of what's right. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like downplaying the whole situation to make yourself feel better about how you're able to handle things that, a man should be able to handle. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why is it that us as solid brothers, we know how to avoid certain brothers, but that's lames and losers, but they don't know how to avoid the lames and the losers, and they don't have babies by the solid brothers and whatnot?
You hear me?
Of
My
course.
bad. Somebody called me.
Yeah.
Somebody called me. My bad. Let me text him so he don't call back real quick. But, I'm handling business and still making money while I'm making money. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
how you do it. Oh, Moxie's back.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta keep
Yeah, I had to step
my
away real
different
quick. I'm back.
my different things. I sent that link to my homeboy who really has a lot to say, but he's a truck driver too, and he's more worried about the noise feedback.
Well,
You know what I'm
this is
saying?
the smoke
So
show
he doesn't
without the
do it.
smoke right now. So we just talking
That's
amongst men right
yeah.
now. We just talking amongst men right now, getting our
Okay.
grievances out because they got a lot of grievances against us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
They don't
All the
like our
time.
solution. They don't like our solutions. You know, my solution is get your passport.
Right.
My solution is
Right.
expand your options. We
Yeah.
don't have to deal
I
with
mean,
the
why?
disrespect
I mean,
and the
why not?
abuse of
Why not?
women.
Because that's exactly what they do to us, right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They more of a if it's broke then go somewhere else instead of
Exactly.
if it's
They
broke then fix
always
it. You know?
listen. They always threatening us, especially our black women. Oh, we gonna go to the
Right.
white man. We gonna go to the Hispanic man, and we gonna
Uh huh.
leave y'all niggas alone, and blah blah. We
Right.
gonna
Right.
divest. Well, divest
Right.
then. It's time you
Yeah.
divest because we
Right.
already divested. You know,
Yeah.
matter of fact, when I go overseas, I'm valuable.
Right.
They own me.
I understand.
Just like, but guess what? I don't see them own you like they own us.
Right, right.
I
Oh,
don't
like
see when
going over
women
there.
go
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
overseas.
yeah. And I actually reviewed that show, Passport Bros versus Passport Hoes.
Yeah,
That's kind of
Right.
like that's the episode you guys referring to, right? It's a good
yeah.
thing I listened to at least half of that episode. So I totally get what you mean as far as like we 1 second, man. Sorry, I burnt myself out with that workout this morning, so my neck is kind
There
of
you go.
cramping
At
up
least
on
you
me.
got the workout in though, right?
Man, I had to, bro. I
That's
got
what's
to
up.
make sure I feel better about myself throughout
That's
the
our
day.
therapy. Y'all don't know. They don't understand.
Yeah,
Working out for men is like
yeah,
therapeutic for us, man. I mean,
Yeah.
extremely.
we got to throw some we got to toss some iron around every now and then. We got to
Yeah,
jog.
yeah,
We got to go for a walk. We got to get our mind right. We got to get in that
yeah,
truck that you driving in and start thinking of concepts and plans and schemes on how
yeah.
to get ahead while we doing other things.
Exactly. And I'm like, I mean, don't get me wrong. My wife totally understands, especially at the age we're at now and the maturity we're at. You know what I'm saying? But I could say like there was a time where I can't say that I was working out and totally for those reasons, but it was still serving that same purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, she didn't. I'm not saying she didn't, but you know, most women don't see it like that. Most women see it as, you know, we're trying to perfect ourselves to be available or something. When our reality is just like, man, we're trying to, you know what I'm saying, like keep the
Men are
irritability
working
down.
on
You know what I'm saying?
themselves. We
Extremely.
as men, we're working on ourselves. We're trying to grow. We're trying to progress. We're trying to make more income. We're trying to go to the next level. But what I'm
Right.
finding is the women that are here in the Western world, they're not trying to upgrade themselves. They think they're perfect. They think they're tens.
Right.
They're overweight and they think they're tens. They got sugars and diabetes, and they about to get their ankles chopped off, and they think they got 10. They think they're a 10. They think they're perfect. They think they can do no wrong. But we as men, we're like,
Mhm.
oh man, okay, I'm slipping in this area. I got to tighten this up. Okay, man, you
Mhm.
know what, man? I'm looking kind of dusty. Let me go get this haircut, get right. These women think they are 10s.
Mhm. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
think they're 20s and 30s when they put on makeup.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I see too. That's what
I'm
I see
like,
too, man.
we know what these ladies are doing. I mean, if we want to be real, y'all, they got issue with with brothers getting their passport and going overseas, right? But y'all going to Jamaica getting y'all booty rubbed and y'all poom poom rubbed on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Men don't
And that
travel overseas to get a massage, but women do.
right. Shit, I could use a massage. Woo.
You feel what I'm
Ah.
saying? We don't do that.
Yeah. Nah, we don't. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys.
We're
My
not
wife.
flying to Dubai for some
Mhm.
money. We not
Not at
get
all.
dudes don't get flowed out. We should,
Mhm.
but we
We
don't.
should, but we don't because this one thing I realized: real men don't see appreciation or value in free things. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go. Facts.
Like
Facts.
there's no valuability without struggle and pain. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like a man don't want nothing free. A man want to prove his value and prove he is for poor choice of better words like he deserves what is coming to him. You get what I'm saying? So that way
Right.
he could feel a lot more proud about what he has and protect what he has and so on and so forth. It's just a natural male thing. You know what I'm saying? It's called pride. You know, in other words, it's pride. We take pride in what we have and what we get and how we get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like a real man will take too many things that's just free to him. You know what I'm saying?
Not a
So
not a man that got standards. Not a man
yeah,
that he's not going to accept that. Like I got partners, man, and I love I grew up with these cats. I love them to death. They're my day ones and whatnot, man. But
yeah,
they date chicks for money. I'm like, why? That's
yeah,
odd.
yeah.
They get excited when they say I'm dating a nurse or I'm dating a PhD or
Uh huh.
I'm dating somebody who runs a daycare. I'm dating a businesswoman or entrepreneur. I'm like, really? You getting excited off that?
Yeah,
Why?
that's never intrigued me. That's never intrigued me. Like I
Why?
really don't care how much money you got, what you got to offer,
Yeah,
because
because
in
real
my in
men
my
don't care about that.
yeah, 'cause I'm taking care of that. That's my role, and I need to be able to take care of that to feel like a man in a relationship in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's
right,
like
right,
I take major pride in in my household, at least in a way, we're structured in things, you know what I'm saying? And I think my wife, she takes pride and understanding in what I do. You know what I'm saying? She could be willing to want to do more, but at the same time she knows that that's not what I'm necessarily looking for. You get what I'm saying?
right,
So
right. Man, I'm not I get it. Everybody wants to learn from somebody and everybody wants to teach somebody. But I'm trying to teach my wife. I'm trying to lead my wife. You know,
right,
she may have some skill that I don't have that I can learn from, right? And I'm
right.
cool. I'm like, baby, if you got that talent, take care of it. I'm not gonna step on your
Exactly.
shoes, right?
All
But
day,
don't come in
all
here and
day.
step on my shoes because you want to change something I'm doing when I know exactly what the hell I'm doing.
Right,
This is
But
right,
that,
right.
that that's why the modern woman is single, because in the single, bitter, and lonely club, because no man is about to let another man run his household or run his relationship. So if you're a modern woman and you got Derek Jackson and Tyler Perry and stuff on your brain, that's your man. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
That those platforms are your man. So you're not going to
mhm,
be attractive to a man, and that's why you're also going to think that we're evil. You're going to think we're evil, we're misogynistic and whatnot because of the man that you're with.
mhm,
A lot of the single women, they're not really single. Their man is Tyler Perry. Their man is Derek Jackson. Their man is these simps out there, and they want us to be those men,
mhm.
and then
They're
they
not
get
even
their
really they
feelings
man
hurt.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, they get their feelings hurt when we're not those men, and I
Right.
think that's the divide that we're going through right now.
facts, facts,
Oh,
man.
what's that?
I mean,
What's that? Mhm.
you you look at everything and try to put everything in perspective. You try to give the woman the benefit of the doubt, and you got to give the man the benefit of the doubt. You try to see it from both sides, but when you really look at it, you see that one is saying accept me as I am,
Mhm. Right.
and the other one saying, hey man, accept me for where I'm trying to go.
Right. Right.
I'm
Right.
trying to
Right.
progress. I'm trying to get us here. I need you to be
Uh,
okay with not just one of my moves, but all of my moves because all of them are adding up to something that's going to that's going to put us in a better position. And we got
right.
women saying, "Well, I just want to do this. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I'll
Right.
do this, but I don't want. It's like they don't have they don't want to take ownership of their gender role. They want us
Right.
to
Which
do their
I don't
work and
understand,
our
because it's
work.
like, because my feelings about the gender role thing is like, the better you handle your gender role, the better I can handle my gender role.
Right.
But if we're stepping on each other's toes trying to handle, you know what I'm saying, identical gender roles, you get what I'm saying, then it's like, for one, something's missing out of the relationship. Something is gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, if there's two men inside the house trying to act like men, then everything that's
Right, right. And
passionate and loving and everything, we're losing out
that's
on that, because that
exactly
has to come from the
right.
female themselves. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if
Yes.
so it's like so it's like I know for a fact the more I just told my wife this yesterday. I just told her this yesterday, and I think it was right after I listened to the podcast, and I told her I was like, I'm only able to be the man I am because of the
Say it.
woman and the mother that she is
Mm,
forwardly and forcefully trying to be. She's not stepping on my toes. She's allowing me to lead the household. She's trusting me to lead the household. You know what I'm saying? And in return, as far as our relationship, I'm able to do a lot more things for her willingly. You know what I'm saying? And compassionately, especially without spite or any of them other things. You know what I'm saying?
that's
And on
good.
top of it, I'm able to watch my house flourish. I'm able to see my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like feel that unconditional love inside the household, and I don't have a problem going out and working every day, all these hours I do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I trust my wife to be the woman of the house. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's a big role. You know what I mean? But if she's like constantly trying to play the man role and everything, like there's just certain things that a woman just can't do, or certain things that a woman's just not willingly going to want to do, that a man just has set in his DNA that he's gonna do regardless. You get what I'm
Man, we
saying?
got these wide shoulders for a reason.
Exactly. We
We got
holding the
these wide
world on our
shoulders for a
shoulders.
reason.
You get what I mean? And
Yeah,
we hold it tough. Like we got to like a
exactly.
real man gonna hold that world real tough and not like complain about it
See,
too
I like to
much.
take people back to I like to reference the Bible a lot, right? Especially
Okay.
Adam and Eve, right? Because
Right.
there was some we look at see, this is the problem with America.
Yeah.
Men were programmed with this mother goddess simp queen chip. Who programmed the men? The women programmed the men. The sisterhood is risky. Y'all don't understand. The sisterhood, they know how to talk without talking. They know how to
Mhm.
communicate without communicating. They know how to give
Right.
that head nod that when they on cold, and they know how to snap another girl and get that other girl to get back on cold real quick. See, we wasn't picking up on this. Other groups, other ethnic groups, they're codified. They're on code.
Mhm.
They move a certain way. They have certain uh they have certain symbols and nonverbal communication that they use that they understand.
Right.
We're the only ones that are off code. That's why I love the passport bro movement so much, because it's all the passport bro movement is more about is less about traditional women, even though that's what it's about, but it's more about brothers getting on code finally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And women don't like that.
Yeah.
They hate the fact that black men or men in period are now saying, you know what, I see those
Thanks.
nonverbals
Oh,
that
you
you're
got me some
throwing up
thanks.
and
Appreciate
that
it.
you're telling,
Thanks, brother.
because
All right. Well,
women, you
all
bring
right.
a
I got it.
traditional woman,
Hey,
you
boy.
bring a traditional woman
Uh huh.
around a non-traditional woman, and that
Yeah.
non-traditional woman will try to brainwash that traditional woman, and then she'll get her pack of hyenas to come around and try to
Boy. And
convert this woman,
I
and
tell
she'll
you that
use the
is
sisterhood.
poison.
She'll use
Yeah.
the sisterhood to convert this lady. Say, hey, this is what all the ladies are doing, so you need to get on code with us. So
Yeah.
now that we got our passports and we're looking at our options, we're saying we're not going to take the shame, the guilt, the insults, the need to be right. We're no longer
Mhm.
going to accept the verbal and the physical abuse. We're no longer going to accept the bad behavior, the promiscuous ways. We're no longer going to overlook the cheating and the stealing of our children. We're no longer
Right.
going to we're finally going to demand a paternity test at every birth, because we want to know that child is really ours. You're not just going to be able to put a child off on us, and then we find out
Yeah.
18, 25, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years later that that's not really our child. We're no longer accepting that.
And that's like, I'm not gonna lie though, that's pure evil, and I don't even think a man could do some of those things.
Man, pure
You get what
evil.
I'm saying?
And that's
Like
the
some of those
human
things, I'd be
nature
like,
of
and it's
women.
the human nature. Yes, like they will by
See,
far,
you give a
like
man.
they'll tell you like this is your baby, or tell the baby like this is your daddy.
No, see, this is
You
what
know
they
what I'm
believe
saying?
though.
Like, and it's insane.
This is what they believe though. They believe
Yeah.
that children are community property. They don't believe that that child belongs to a man at all. They don't.
They believe children.
They
They,
believe
they
that
believe.
child belongs to the community. They believe that that child belongs to them and whatever stepdaddy they put in front of that child. You see what I'm saying? They're okay with that. They're okay with saying they're okay with making you the stepdaddy and you not be the biological father. They're okay with that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a tool and a weapon at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, yeah, a lot of women weaponize their children. You know what I'm saying? Because true love, you're not really going. In all honesty, that's why a man can't really like despise a woman. You know what I'm saying? Unless she is seriously unsuitable. You know what I'm saying? To take care of her own, her own seed. You get what I'm saying? But a man 9 times out of 10 is never trying to take the kid from a woman or trying to use that kid against him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, women will do that. And the only thing is like it's not hurting us as much as they think as it's hurting the kid themselves.
Let me tell you what I found. And every man needs to do this. If you
Hmm.
have a child with a woman, you need to get full custody of that child.
Hmm.
That's number one. Because
Right.
a single father there are no disadvantages for a child growing up in a single father home, but there are disadvantages for that child growing up in a single mother home.
Yeah.
So as a man, you need to take that child, right?
Yeah.
And when you take that child, when you fight for custody to 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 get that child from that
Hmm.
woman,
Hmm.
you need to, you know, the moment you in full custody of that child, I
Hmm.
guarantee you, I guarantee you, and most men can say this, we don't take the children away from the mothers. We
Yeah.
don't do that.
Exactly.
We give them
Sure won't.
free reign and free visitations when we have full custody. Because I know that for a fact. Because my dad did that. Right. My dad was a single father. He took me and
Hmm.
my sisters, and he gave all kind of access. Right.
Right.
But the mother didn't want the access. You know why the mother didn't want the access? Because the mother realized, hey, now I gotta give my kids some money. Instead of the man giving me money to give my kids. Now I gotta go out there and produce something to give to my kids so they'll want to hang around me.
Hmm.
What usually happens is that woman will stop having a relationship with that child when she finds out there's no monetary gain.
Exactly. As in any
Men want to be in their
thing.
child's life, and women stop them from being in their child's life, and they just want the money from that man. They don't want that man in the child. They just want the money, the alimony, the child support. That's what they want. But the moment you get custody of those kids,
Hmm.
I guarantee you probably, 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to see that woman.
Hmm.
9 out of 10 times, she's not gonna be picking up her kids on the weekend. She's gonna have some excuses why she can't come pick up the kids. Why?
Hmm.
Because I don't have the money today.
Hmm.
I'm broke.
Hmm.
But if the shoe's on the other foot, oh well, you a man. You just got to make that money. You
But
got to come get your.
it makes more sense to be on the other foot because at the end of the day, it's like if you got to call me, you know what I'm saying, to for money to take care of this baby, you know what I'm saying. Why don't you let the baby stay with me? Cause
Stay
I'm
with
never
the
gonna ask you for no
father.
money to take care of this baby. You get what I'm saying? And in turn,
Exactly.
I'm never gonna have to weaponize this baby against you, so your relationship could still
We
stand.
don't
You get
have
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
that.
I don't have no underlying reason uh, uh, to 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 ruin any type of relationship between a child and their mother, but if it comes down to a financial situation, you know what I'm saying? Men want to fix things, and a man can fix it quick and just say, hey, just give me the baby. I'll take care of him, and I won't ask you for nothing. Damn near still give you money every month to make sure that you still, you know what I'm saying, living a good, take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? But we don't, I just don't, I call it being baffled, man. There's a lot of things that happen in the world, and the only word that I could put that describes my feelings after I see it happen is called being baffled, because I can't see it in my own soul to be able to do such a
Cognitive
thing to a person,
dissonance. Cognitive dissonance. It's like it's unbelievable, right? Like you see this
Yes.
actually happening, but you're baffled.
Yeah.
You're like, but it just doesn't register. It's cognitive dissonance. You're
You know
seeing
what's
Yes.
something happen
hilarious
in
about
real
that?
time,
You know what's
and you
hilarious
can't
about
explain
that?
it.
The
Yeah.
the same women who will do that to men and not want to give man custody and get child support, those same women will expect a happy Father's Day shout out to them as a woman.
I mean, I haven't really
And it's
seen
put
too
on-
many women do that too much. Like I've heard of it, but I haven't personally seen like a woman really try to like
I've
claim
seen it,
Mother's
man.
Day. But
I've
then
seen it.
again, like you understand, my
I've seen it,
circle
my
is
brother.
like I'm not dealing with certain type of people in my circle.
That's
So
good. That's
if
good.
it's a certain type of female that go around talking about, oh, I'm the daddy on Father's Day, like most likely it ain't somebody I'm really dealing with in my. I keep certain people in my circle, as you can tell with Walter and stuff. I gotta keep like minds, around me. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
smart.
can't deteriorate my own mind. You know what I'm saying? By
That's
bullshit.
fact.
Excuse me.
Well,
By BS from other people. You know.
well, we have to because, like, y'all know me. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and I'm gonna say this finally part because I do got to go get my daughter anyway. But
Hey, that works
um,
because I was about to pull through this area where I know I was gonna lose some service. So
yeah,
I just stopped at the gas station to buy some time. But go ahead.
yeah, none of the modern women on my social media or that I know in life, none of them I would say, hey, daughter, you need to be like them. I'm showing my daughter to be like Michelle Obama. Like I have to show my daughter like the other examples of women because there's no modern woman that I know of that I say, hey daughter, you need to be like them. And so that's sad. You know what I mean? Like that
Mm-hmm.
and that's how much of a detriment the modern masculine woman is to even children. So I mean, hey, this was a smoke show. I had to say that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm raising my daughter to be right. My daughter's gonna be like Michelle Obama. She ain't gonna be like the single,
And
bitter, and lonely modern woman that you see on the
mm-hmm.
timeline. So
That's
that's
what's
all
And
I
up.
got to say about
she
that.
gotta understand that. She gotta understand that. She gotta understand like one of one of the best things that your daughter could do with her life, besides like self improvement, is to make sure that she's suitable and understands what a good man is, and to be able to actually lock one down and hold one down because it goes so much deeper than I'm educated, I can take care of myself and yada yada. That's cool, but there's certain things that you can't do for yourself that a man gonna do for you. A real man
See,
gonna
what we
do
have
for
to
you.
teach our
You know what I'm
children, and what
saying?
we have to teach our significant others, and what we have to start sharing amongst each other is there's a word that not too many people use. It's called
Mm-hmm.
interdependency.
Mm-hmm.
You have to teach your children to be interdependent. You have to teach your wife to be interdependent. You have to become interdependent. That's how a family works. It's a structure.
Mm-hmm.
I depend on you. You depend on me. We need each other. There's no
Yeah.
such thing as independent. No man can be an
Yeah.
island.
Mm-hmm.
Black. They call our black men Sigma males, right? Because we're not the dominant society. We're not the alpha males. If we want to give the alpha, we want to know who the true alpha males are in this time. Not that we are not alpha males, right? But if we look at
Yeah.
the dominant society, these white men who control the world, right? But we're
Mm-hmm.
what they would call Sigma males because we're not connected to any group. We do our own
Right.
thing. We have
Yeah.
our own ways, right?
Okay.
And there's nothing
Right.
wrong with being a Sigma male, but we gotta stop being so Sigma and start coming together as a group. Start
Right.
collaborating with each other, start doing business with each other, start helping one another, start counseling one another, start reaching out. That's what this manosphere is about. The manosphere right now is about to dictate pop culture. I hope y'all see it. We are the
Yeah, I see
most
it coming.
watched group on the planet right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
we are dictating. We're changing ideologies and thoughts. So
And it's
you
all.
got to understand. Expect for us to get attacked. We're gonna get attacked. They're locking up
Yeah.
the
Most
Andrew
definitely.
Tates. They're putting
Yeah.
away the Yays. They're trying to bring back. They're trying to effeminize us as much as they can. But the
Mm-hmm.
manosphere
Large coffee.
we're speaking out. With the moment
Huh?
men start getting on code,
What's my what?
it's
Oh,
over.
okay.
It's over.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's what we got to be. We got to be codified men out here. If we want our women back, if we want our daughters to have men who are worthy, and we want our sons to have women who are worthy, we got to start enforcing the standards again. We got to,
Right.
I said it before on last broadcast. From 0 to 3, a child needs nurturing. They need their mother.
Yeah.
But from 3 years old all the way to adult, that child needs a father. He
Yeah.
or she needs structure.
Yeah.
She needs
Both of them.
discipline.
Both of them.
She
Yep.
needs standards.
Yep.
He needs, she needs, they
Yep.
both need.
And the
This is
thing about
how.
it, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you,
go
but
ahead, go ahead, go
I
ahead,
just
go
want
ahead.
to throw this thought. The thing about it is, with male, a boy obviously needs structure, discipline, and so on and so forth. But also with a female, allowing that to happen, have structure, discipline from their father, somebody that they respect, is only going to make them look for, understand, and respect a real man when they actually get one, because they won't have a problem with having boundaries and
Woo!
discipline and so on and so forth, because they already dealt with it with hopefully, you know what I'm saying, with a great man, which is their father. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I already know, like, my daughter, I'm gonna be her first love regardless. And good luck to any man that tries to step to her, because she's gonna know first off, firsthand, what she's willing to deal with, but what she expects in return. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, when she sees a man and he's actually doing all the things and checking off all the marks that need to be checked off as far as a man and proving himself to her, it's not gonna be like a tit for tat. She's already gonna come with the package. You get what I'm saying? But she's not gonna just like give that package to anybody. It's like somebody gonna have to really show, like, you are at the standard of my father, basically. You get what I'm
As
saying?
it
And,
should.
and as
You
long
know,
as I can respect this man and what he does for me and for his other half, like, she's already gonna have a vision and an idea of what to, like, how the relationship should go. Like, you're your daughter's first, you know what I'm saying, your daughter's first love, your daughter's first relationship. You get what I'm saying? And she's gonna understand that, and she's gonna feel that, I believe. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And if you don't have that, then it's 10 times easier for a kid's mind to get molded by, other sources. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Besides, like, the main source that a kid's mind should be, you know what I'm saying, molded by. You know what I mean?
right.
So I just think
I feel
I
that.
think that I think that's why the man has to be there for for a female from that age on up. You get what I'm saying? Because
The
they're
man,
learning
the man
things
has
like
to be
that.
there because we got to set the gender. We're the ones who set the gender roles. We're the
Exactly.
ones that
Exactly what
say
I'm saying. Yeah.
men do this, women do that. We're not going to sit there and let our
Yep.
sons play with a doll.
Yeah.
Women will do that. We're not going to sit
Right.
there and let our sons, we're not
Yeah.
going to sit there and put
Nope.
dresses on our sons. Women will
Right.
do that because we have
Mhm.
stand. We're like, no, hell, hold on, what you doing?
Mhm.
Hold on, stop that. No, we not. We
Right.
don't do that. We
Mhm.
have order. We have structure. It's not about, oh, he's just a child. He's just, it's no. We're not emotional about it. We're
Mhm.
logical about it. No, 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 no. I'm not. Why would I want to confuse him? I want my son to be straight. So let me not confuse. Let me set the standard now. Now, if he changes that later when he's grown, that's on him.
Yeah. That's on him. You're a
But
grown
while he's
man
under
at
my
that
roof,
point.
I'm raising a man and I'm raising a woman. I'm raising someone
Yes.
that's going to be useful for society. I'm going to raise somebody that's going to be
Yes.
good for another man and good for another woman. That's what I'm raising.
Yes.
That's what I'm presenting. And I'm
Yes.
selfish. I'm to the point, man. I'm like, bring back arranged marriages because a marriage is not about love anyway. Marriage
Hey,
is more about
I
business.
said that same thing. Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
told
bring it
Walter
back.
that or something. I was like, why not? I was like, why not?
Bring it
I
back. I
was
want to.
like,
I'm going to pick my daughter. I'm going to pick my son. I'm going to be
yeah,
actively involved in because
yeah,
they're joining my family. They're joining my legacy.
right,
They came from
right,
me. I didn't come from them. So I got to check
right.
and make sure they're bringing in the right people into my family because I'm not going to have them destroy my legacy.
Hmm. And that's
That's why
I
it's
think that's why
important
they
picking the
do the
right
arranged
woman too.
marriage.
Because if you pick the wrong woman, she'll help destroy your legacy.
Hmm.
She'll
Hmm.
help by bringing in outside ideology that you don't even have.
Hmm.
By trying to
Yeah,
improve on something that doesn't need to be improved on. Instead of
yeah.
maintaining what I already set, she wants to come in and try to change and create like she's masculine, like she's a man. No, 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 no.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah. I
be
think
the
yeah.
disciplinary over my kids. I'm gonna make sure that they do this, this, and that. I'm gonna even go as far as pick their mate. Say, hey, this is who I think you should be with. This is who I want you with. Go out with this
Right.
brother. Go out with that sister right there. Because I
Yeah.
didn't because I didn't already looked at their family and looked at their upbringing and they
Hmm.
and we kind of have some similar values and similar cultures here.
Hmm. And that's just that's just basically that's just wisdom at its purest form. Arranged marriage ain't nothing but parents actually more or less knowing the other parents, right, and understanding their household and their ideas and the way they function in their house. And if they could trust those parents, then 9 times out of 10 they're gonna trust their kid with their
Right.
kid being raised the right way. And that's
Because
the
it's
whole
all
point of
about
the
how that
arranged
person
marriage.
is being
They're trying
raised.
to keep that legacy going. Yeah, they're trying to keep
Yeah.
it strong.
Yeah, because
They're trying to
my
keep it
legacy is
strong.
important.
And right.
My legacy is
Mm-hmm.
important. Why would I want to build something just so my own children even can destroy that legacy? Why
Right.
would I want to build anything that can be destroyed? I'm trying to build something that's going to last forever. I'm trying to build something for the whole family unit. I'm the patriarch in this family, so I tell you where to go. When I die, then guess what? My son is going to be next in line. But while I'm living, I gotta.
Hey, I got a partner that says he wants to jump on. You wanna add him or what?
Which we're getting ready to.
Or
You
you
know
want
what?
to
I'm
do it on
open.
the? We could probably do it on the next one. It looks like you guys been on for 2 hours
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
already.
can
yeah.
get
We
on the
got.
next one. Yeah, I got to go grab my daughter, but yeah, we always have shows like this 3 times a week.
Yeah,
So is he
Monday,
down to get on one
Wednesdays,
of the next ones?
Fridays, 10 a.m. till
Okay.
around 11:30 noon even. We go.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we get man,
Yeah. Cool.
we got more topics, man. You know, this was
Hey,
just a
I'm
smoke
with
show.
it. Yeah. Yeah. This was just a little piece.
You
This
know,
ain't. I didn't
you're
even have my
welcome to
thoughts
come
all the
back
way
on
together. I'm
anytime.
just spitting off the top of the head, bro. So I'm just,
Man, that's the best. That's the purest
yeah,
form, man. But
yeah.
we got topics, things like that to discuss. You're more than welcome to
But
come
it's
back on the
crazy
show,
because
man.
even
You
as a
know, if
man, I'm
Walter
still
said
trying to
you a
like
thorough brother,
respect
you seem
women.
like a thorough brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I was saying
yeah.
like even with
And that's
this,
what it's
like it's
about,
like
man.
I'm
We
still
here to
trying to like
educate the men.
respect women with it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
man,
What'd you say?
we're not trying to be disrespectful to women, but we are trying to speak the truth. We are trying
Yeah,
to
definitely trying to speak the truth.
I'm not trying to even be easy on women. I'm not even trying to be easy on women. They need to feel
Nah.
you know, let me tell you something. In order to save this generation of women, which can't be saved, they have to hit rock bottom. They have to go underneath the earth. And then men, we will resurrect them. Because when we resurrect those dry bones, it's going to be to what we want and how we see fit.
Right.
They're gonna be so low, so destitute that they're gonna be like, you know what? Whatever you say, because whatever
Right.
I'm doing, I'm homeless.
Yeah.
I'm overweight. I can't think straight. I need some. You know, they're gonna be so low because the whole world is turning on modern women because they're attacking other communities, other cultures without
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. Now it's getting deep.
They
Yeah.
can't even travel right now.
Now,
These
yeah.
modern
Now it's
women can't
getting
even
deep.
travel
Yeah.
right now without getting that smoke.
I seen it myself. Yeah. I
So
see
let
exactly
them
what you're
feel
talking
that
about.
pain.
Yeah.
Let them feel that pain. And I want them to feel it. But I still respect them. But let them feel
Right.
that pain. Because once they feel that pain, then they'll be ready to listen. Once they hit rock bottom, once they have no other option, because that's what we're doing. We're taking away, we're saying, okay, you don't want us, we're scrubs. Guess what? Well, we don't want you either. We're moving on to greener pastures.
Yeah.
And we're not dealing with you. And once we cut off that validation, that dopamine fix that they've been getting, they're gonna be desperate. They're gonna be like, okay, I'm ready to listen. Whatever you want me to be, wherever you want me to be, however you want me to be, I'm willing.
Yeah.
And that's what we want.
Yeah.
And that's how we get our
I
women
mean,
back.
yeah.
But they gotta hit
Definitely.
rock bottom first.
The relationship system
They
is
gotta hit rock
broken
bottom
on
first.
both.
So with that being
both
said,
sides.
we gotta wrap this thing up, man. We gotta wrap this thing up, man. Big Walt, we're gonna do it like this, man. We're gonna let you close us out first. Then we're gonna let what's your name, brother? How do I say your name, brother?
Call me L.
What is it?
Call me L. L.
L? Okay,
Yeah,
L. And then I'm gonna have you speak, and then I'm gonna wrap us up, and we're gonna be out of here. But give us some final words, real quick, Big Walt or Walt D.
Yeah, the only thing Walt D has to say about this is, hey, modern women, have some integrity. If you want to say some things about us, especially publicly, have some integrity and actually come on and talk about it, or else what you say is forfeit. We're men. We're unsubscribing to the world. While while other people want to subscribe to the world, while simps and modern women want to subscribe to the world and stay on that plantation and stay single, at the end of the day, we're married. At the end of the day, we're engaged. At the end of the day, we have kids. At the end of the day, we're healthy. But at the end of the day, you're single, bitter, lonely, and still trying to get simps. And there's not enough simps out there for you guys. So have some integrity and look at what it is at the end of the day. That's all I got.
Man, go ahead and give us your final words, L.
Shoot. I don't know. I guess I'll just say, man, don't worry about what you want. Know what you need. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what you don't know. From words from my partner. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you don't know. So just at least know what you need. Because them wants is just, it's pretty much like skin deep. It's shallow. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna go so far. You know what I mean? So it's like once you actually know what you need in life, you're not worried about what you want at that moment. You know what I'm saying? You start paying a long-term, bigger picture for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You start looking towards the end of your relationship, where the relationship's going, instead of how you feel at that moment. Think logical. Don't think feeling-wise. Think logical. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is functioning off of logic. If we was functioning off of feelings, we'd be in World War III right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right now.
Right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right
But
now.
we not, for a reason, because logic trumps feelings. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if that makes sense, because like I said, I'm spitting off the top of my head, but I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get better at this. You know what I mean?
Man, for sure, man. I don't know about you, brother, but I see a podcast in you somewhere, brother. I see it. So we want to encourage that, brother. We want to encourage that, man. We want to encourage you to get your own podcast, man, so we can collab and do some things like that. But let me say it like this: when emotions are high, intelligence is low.
That's a good. Yeah,
When
that's a good way to
emotions
put
are
it.
high,
Yeah.
intelligence is low. As a
Hey.
man, you must
Yeah.
be stoic.
And
You
that's why
must be stoic.
That's
You
why I tell men,
cannot.
don't argue.
Yeah, you cannot argue. You cannot argue the facts. The facts are just the
Can't argue the
facts.
facts. Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
the facts. Get your
Yeah.
feelings out of it. You know,
Yes.
if you're gonna make any decision, you got to make it under when your body's at peace, when you're at calm. You can't make decisions under duress because it's gonna affect your decision making. When you're dealing with these modern women, I'm gonna tell you like this: who pays? She pays. When you're dealing with these modern women in 2023, make them pay. We're equal for a reason. If they want to go out on a date, make them pay. We're not supporting any modern women anymore. We're men, we're codified, we're on code here. We got our passports, we're working to get our passports. We have our wives, we have our families. No, we're codified. So here's how we moving. If you want our time, you got to pay for it because our time is really more valuable than your time. Your time is wasteful. Your time is twerking. Your time is selfish. Your time is demon time. We're not on that time.
Yeah.
We on man's time. We on real time. We built this world and we're going to continue to keep building this world. And you're going to get on our program, or we're going to show you how quickly we don't get on your program. How we drop you and we leave you right where you're at. So this is how we're doing it, man. You want the smoke? This is the smoke. We're going to do a smoke show at least once a month. At least once a month, because I want to give my detractors a chance to come up on stage and be brave and tell me what you got against what I'm saying, what you got against what I'm preaching on this platform, what you got against the information I'm pushing. You think I'm trying to push propaganda on me? I'm trying to change these simps' mind. Yeah, I'm trying to mold these simps like you trying to mold these simps. I'm trying to mold these simps into men. While you're trying to mold them into being more simpers, so they'll be around when you hit the wall, so you can have somebody to fall back on. No, I'm trying to take those men and say, get your passport, because let me tell you, we can't stop all simping, but let me get you out of the country. Stop simping in the U.S. You might be able to simp a little bit overseas.
Right.
A little bit. I wouldn't even bring simping overseas, to be truthful, but you can get away with it a little bit more. But we are not going to accept simps in the U.S. or in the Western world anymore. I'm calling you out.
Mhm.
If I see you on Valentine's Day sucker ducking and playing the role, I'm calling you out. You a simp. You a sucker. You a trick. It is what it is. We're not celebrating no more simp holidays. We're
Well,
not doing that.
I gotta celebrate. I'm married.
No,
you
no,
know
no.
what I'm
Listen,
saying?
if you a married man, you take your woman
Yeah,
out on Valentine's Day
yeah.
because she
Hey,
has
but
earned
she
that.
deserves it. She deserves it though. 10 times better
Yeah,
than any
she
other
earned
female I
that.
could
But if
see.
you on a
Yeah,
date with a
she
woman
got
that's
that.
not your wife, and you at some steak 48, and you just met this chick
Yeah,
like 3 weeks ago, and you trying to impress her, if you flying a chick out to the Bahamas on Valentine's Day, you a simp, you a sucker, you a trimp. It
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah, yeah,
what it is.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Call it like it
We doing
is.
things the right. We're bringing back courting. We're bringing back courting because court should have never left. Dating is a
Right.
facade. Dating is only about one thing. If you're going on a date, and this is married men too, if you're dating your wife, what are you expecting at the end of the night? You expecting to get you some.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's what dating is.
yeah. I'm
Dating is
married.
nothing
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
hookup culture.
yeah,
I'm taking
yeah,
you out for a nice meal, and you're gonna pay me back
yeah.
with your body. That's just I don't care what you say. You could call it. You could say no, it's not true. That's what it is.
No, that's exactly what it is. They might not
That's
want to
what it
say,
is.
but that's definitely
If
what
I'm
be going
taking
on.
my wife out
Yeah,
to some steak 48, to some fancy restaurant, you best believe I'm going home with a happy ending.
yeah, yeah.
Every time.
Hey,
That's
but
it right there.
they kind of help supported that idea, not ideology. I'm gonna say they kind of help support that though. They help support that movement
They do.
themselves.
They do.
They
So
want to
Hey,
here's
be
how we're
against
gonna
it,
do
but
this,
it's
man.
like you help support it though.
Yeah. Yeah. And we got to put more people up on game so we get more. We got to the more and more brother get on code, the more you will
Yeah,
find our women come back. The more you find our
yeah.
men start talking with some sense.
Hey, men just gotta they gotta nut up though too.
They do. We got to
I'm
call them
gonna
out.
speak that
Stand
from
your ground,
experience, man.
man. Stand your
You gotta
ground.
nut up, stand your ground,
Stand
and
your
have your
ground.
boundaries, bro.
Don't let these women walk over you. Have boundaries, have standards, and don't bend them for nobody. With that being said, this is the Too Much Moxie podcast, and
All
we
right,
are out.
out of here.
Peace.
All right, man. Peace.
Yeah, I feel like